Hi gang, Rob here. It's the evening of 1 March 2016, Super Tuesday 2016. But we're not going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about a knife. This is a Great Eastern Cutlery product procured from collectorknives.net. Yeah, it's a Great Eastern Cutlery product, but it's not a traditional slip joint pocket knife. It is a small EDC fixed blade knife. You talk about an overlooked product line. I think I saw a month or two ago Mike Latham do a short video on some of his new sheaths and pocket slips, and during that video he happened to be showing this sheath and showed its function with one of these knives. And this is the H20 model from GEC. Looks like it might have been made in 2014 out of 1095 steel. And it's got that sort of, well, I don't want to say it's generic, but it's the Great Eastern Cutlery brand logo, Practical Knives. And when I say generic, I mean neither Titty nor Northfield. The GEC logo. Boy, it's hard to get the lighting right for this thing with this blade flashing. There you go. And the H20 comes in two blade styles. This muskrat clip, and I was only going to buy one of these, and I actually toiled for hours, if not days, deciding which one to buy. So the muskrat clip is what this knife is, and then it also comes in a drop point, sort of more of an all-purpose hunting knife style. A blade shape very reminiscent of the Northwoods Madison Barlow, if you'd like to envision that. And please feel free to go on collectorknives.net and take a look. I opted for the muskrat clip because I knew it was going to be a thin knife made from 85 thousandths stock of 1095, 3 inches long, and I kind of wanted it to be a very fine task knife. So I went for the slenderer tip that you get with the muskrat clip point. And then the handle scales are natural canvas micarta with brass pins and a brass lanyard tube. Blade on this is 3 inches long, and the handle is 3 3/4. So it's a very tiny fixed blade, but with a very roomy handle for its size, a full 4-finger grip. I think it'd be great for cutting up veggies for the kitchen. I think it'd be a nice little Whitland knife, and not a bad little EDC knife. These are available on collectorknives.net for, I think, under 55 bucks, and as of the production of this video, you get one of these free. And these are that beautiful Tuscan leather that Mike has found and made available in numerous styles on his site. They are impeccably crafted, just beautifully dyed and finished. The stitching is perfect. The edges are all nicely burnished and waxed. These do come with I'm not going to call this a pocket clip because I don't think it functions very well in the pocket. I'm going to call this a belt clip. And I've been carrying this knife around for a couple days, and I've tried it several ways. Wearing it in pocket with this much handle sticking up doesn't seem to make sense, and the retention on this clip, although it's fairly strong, isn't very good. If it's on a belt, carried outside the belt, so body here, belt going through the clip, knife hanging in a conventional sheath orientation, it seems to work rather well, and it's very secure like that. My only desire might be that if this same sheath were made available without the clip, and The clips are not removable. I'd kind of like to carry this knife in a front pocket, and the clip sort of is uncomfortable in that method. You do get to choose, by the way, which size sheath you'd like to have. These are sort of identical sheaths, but this one, of course, is longer, so you have less handle sticking out. Whichever way you prefer, you get your pick, and they come in brown and black. So back to the knife. Why would you buy a knife like this? A slender 3-inch 1095 muskrat clip that doesn't fold. Well, I think there are tasks that you'd just like to have a fixed blade knife. If you're really getting with it on some wood, you might want a knife that doesn't fold. If you wanted a knife to throw in the glove box of your car and not take up much space, an EDC pack knife. The knife itself weighs 1.7 ounces, and with the small size sheath, the package weighs 3.2 ounces, and you got a pretty capable little fixed blade. You guys know a week or two ago I purchased the Bark River Little Creek LT, and when I had some pictures of this H20 on my Instagram page, one of my followers asked me to do a size comparison between those two. So here that is. I'm going to try to put the fronts of the handle even, and you can see a longer blade and a longer handle on the H20, but obviously the Little Creek LT is significantly more robust blade stock. And whereas the Little Creek is a 3-finger knife, the H20 is definitely 4. Interesting, both these are natural canvas micarta. Just look at the difference in finishing. A brightly polished canvas micarta on the Little Creek, and just a matte finish natural canvas on the H20. Both are attractive, they're just different. Just thought I'd kind of show you the difference. I also had a question on my Little Creek video. What's natural micarta? Well, natural micarta is not dyed any color. It's just the color of the resin and the color of the canvas. It sort of comes out in various shades of tan. I think this is really attractive, especially with the brass hardware. Just all sorts of uses for a little slim 3-inch blade. One of my favorites, of course, is cutting up paper, as you guys know. Which it does with great ease and grace, doesn't it? Of course, it's been sharpened. My normal traditional pocket knife geometry, 18 degrees per side, with just a little clean up deburring pass of about 19 degrees and then a good stropping. Suitable for touch-ups on a Spyderco sharp maker if you so desire. Let's take a quick little macro flyover of the blade. Nice satin finish. Completely proper sharpening notch or choil. Beautifully finished handle. Gee, there's a shocker from Great Eastern Cutlery, huh? Nothing extravagant, not a super high level of finishing, just a quick sand on the handle and the hardware, and away we go. Pretty sweet little blade for $55, I thought. And these have been languishing in stock. They were made, gosh, a year and a half ago. Not a big, strong, powerful niche for Great Eastern Cutlery, the small fixed blade market. Guys seem to want, super thick knives with crinkle coat epoxy paint all over them, and I think the appreciation for a svelte, efficient cutter in a small EDC fixed blade isn't appreciated as much as it should be. Huh. Apparently I'm growing to appreciate it. Kind of an interesting pair, isn't it? Thought you'd like to see that, guys, and don't hesitate to click on Mike's Add to Cart button, because I think these are underappreciated, and they need to be in hands of guys who are going to use them, I think. I wonder what would happen if we, touch this to a stick. Would it whittle, you think? I don't know. I figure it might. Yeah. It's got capabilities. I don't think it's really a bushcraft knife. Let's see if it'll feather stick. I don't know if it will or not. Handle's a little small for feather sticking, frankly. I can never do this with the camera between me and the knife. I think it's a little too slim, a little too sharp, a little too acute for that task, but definitely a good little whittler. I think that's all for this one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the word is sharp.